see y'all back at the house and we will talk about some holiday party survival tips. All right, so I'll see y'all back there. Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, y'all. Hang on, let me show you. It is absolutely beautiful out. I don't know if that's just a big old glare or if you can actually see that it's pretty outside. Now, I haven't been actually outside yet. I, of course, got in the car in the garage, so I will check back in with you once I go like actually outside and see what I think, because of course we got run-ins about to do. We got to go, well, for one thing, well, you know, all the usual run-ins about, but can y'all see I have a big old package, and I'm not bragging, but I have a big old package that I got to go mail. And y'all, we all have our strengths, we have our weaknesses. I'm not going to get into my strengths because that's not what we're here for, but one of my biggest weaknesses of all times is I am a horrible mailer of things. We're going to ignore that bonging. I'm a horrible mailer of things, and my friend's birthday is in a couple of weeks, and y'all know with the government shutdown and the planes not flying, things might or might not be getting mailed. So, and his birthday is Thanksgiving week. So, make things a little more trying, why don't you? So I need to get this package in the mail so that maybe it'll get to him, maybe it won't. We'll just see. And it's, well, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's things that I'd be mad if they got lost. I mean, I guess who mails things and they're like, well, I don't really care if it gets lost, but I would be very mad if these got lost. So I'm going to mail them. I'm going to make a little prayer and then just give it up to God that it gets there. So I know I'm being super dramatic. I don't know what my damage is all of a sudden, but so we got mostly that I don't want to get out this car at the mail store. And y'all know the drama with the car starting and not starting. Well, like she acted like she was going to not start, and then she actually did start. So there's construction. Whoa, Jesus, they're chopping down trees. Sorry. I don't know whose turn it is to go. Maybe it's nobody's turn to go. I'm gonna just sit here. See here, look. Y'all can see what's happening. They're chopping down. It's the chopping of the trees. All right, well, apparently nobody is directing traffic, so I'm gonna let these guys go, then I'm gonna go. Oh, she lives here. She ain't going nowhere. All right, well, I'm gonna go around. Hopefully I don't get arrested doing this. So anyway, hang on, let's get through this. On the total wrong side of the road. Oh, and a child of God didn't even just stop. Like, you see cars heading at you. I know I'm on your side of the street, but I'm headed at you on your side of the street. Just stop. Like, just stop, let me go, and then you can go. Some people's children, y'all, I swear. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying because I just got so flummoxed by the driving of the car. So I'm gonna go and, ooh, this is reflecting right up on me. I'm gonna go mail this package. And then, oh, I know, I got to go pick up a prescription, do all my run-ins about. And if y'all have been around for a little minute, you know that every year around holiday time, we do a like holiday party survival list. And typically it is well into the like Christmas holiday parties. Before I even think to start thinking about that, guess what we're doing today, y'all? We're going to talk about our holiday survival party tip. What in the world? Hang on, let's try that again. I know, y'all, I'm flummoxed, but I don't know why that just threw me off so bad. But our holiday party survival tip list, which I know, I come on here and I tell y'all what we're going to do, like you can't see the thumbnail. I know. But typically, during this conversation, sometimes I still don't even know what we're doing at this point. In the car, that's what we were talking about, the car not starting. I was faking it. I was faking like I knew what I was doing. I actually wrote a devotional today about faking it till you make it, and y'all will see that coming up, and you'll see why that was funny just now, my faking it till I made it. Anyway, so y'all know my issue with my car not so much starting all the time as only starting sometimes when it feels like starting. It did that in the garage. Like, it kind of started, and then I was like, oh, please, just start. And so then it started. It did it the other day in the driveway. So I pulled in the driveway, and the intern was leaving. So I stopped. I don't know, why did I turn off my car in the driveway? I don't know why I did that. But turned off the car, got out, talked to the intern. The intern left. I got in the car and it did not start. And I was like, you child of God. I said, I'm going to leave you sitting. And it was cold and it was rainy. I said, I will tell you what, I'm going to leave your butt sitting out here in this cold rain if you do not start right now. And so I said, Lord Jesus, just let my car start. So and it started and I pulled in the garage. But I, honest to goodness, like out loud, scolded my car for not starting. Anyway, so it did that, like it didn't start, and then I was like, please just start. And then I do like this, like I'm old and I start with a key. Well, of course it's a push button. So I pushed the button, hit the gas, and it started. It still sounded a little funny. So I need to go drop off this package. I need to do runnings about, which is going to involve turning off and turning on the car. And y'all, here's where I'm truly being tempted. And I don't know if this is like tempting like my faith or like the devil being like, oh, just do it, you'll be fine. I don't know. But where I'm going to drop off this box, because I do like the prepaid label, so I just have to go in and scan it at the UPS and drop it off. Right by the mailing store that I'm going to is a almost a UPS, no, is a Goodwill that we have not been to in a little minute. And it's over like by the college kids. So they might have good t-shirts, and they definitely usually have good hoodies over there and good sweatpants. Now, what do I definitely don't need at all is more t-shirts, more hoodies, and more sweatpants. What do I want to go look at? T-shirts, hoodies, and sweatpants. And I need to look and make sure. I think I have my jump pack in the car, and I took it out the day, I think it was on my books video that we talked about it, but I took it out that day, plugged it in, it's good to go, it's charged. So, I mean, not that I want to be jumping my car in the parking lot, but I mean, I've most definitely done more embarrassing things, and I have 100% done more embarrassing things in parking lots. So, you know, you do what you got to do. What am I even talking about? I don't know. Why did I just tell y'all that story? Nobody knows that. And I still haven't. Well, the intern and I have talked again about checking my tire pressure. We haven't done it, but we've discussed it. So, oh, that's the other thing I was going to tell y'all. So when I said t-shirts, so we have in our laundry room, the intern, I had this like janky, bought it on either Amazon or Walmart, like one of those put together shelves where you can hang up your stuff when you come out of the, like when it comes out of the dryer years ago. And I did that, and like, you know, you can see where this story's going. So I would put too much stuff on it, it would fall on me, and I'd like be all pinned up under it yelling for the intern to come save me. So he made me this, well, he bought this and like put it up on the wall, this beautiful like big hanging rack for me to hang clothes on when they come out of the dryer. Well, I have a horrible habit, go figure, of hanging up my t-shirts when they come out of the dryer and not taking them out of there. And then I just like pick my t-shirt that I'm gonna wear the next day out of there. So I just get dressed out of the laundry room. So now the laundry room rack is like well over 3/4 of the way my t-shirts. And so the intern will be like, your t-shirts are kind of taking over the laundry room again. So then I have to take them into my bedroom. So into our bedroom, into my closet. So, which is well overstuffed. So I have to like walk this very fine line of how much stuff is in there. And every once in a while he'll be like, you can't take over every closet in the house, which I have taken over every closet in the house except, yeah, every closet. I was like going through my head of the closets in the house. My stuff is in every one of those closets except for his bedroom closet. So, well, no, that's not true. That is not true, because he's fought me for 15 years about not letting me hang up stuff in his bedroom closet. But I did put, and I don't know how I've gotten away with this, but I put one of those like plastic drawer things, you know, like it's like a plastic chest of drawers, but it's one of those just like, you know, you buy it at the Walmart. It's got like 5 or 6 drawers with sweaters in it. So that's in the back of his closet. He has to know it's there. I cannot imagine why he hasn't said anything about it, but so I do have stuff in every closet in the house. But y'all don't judge me. I have to go now. I got to go and drive the car. So I'm going to go drop off my package, probably go to that Goodwill, do all the groceries, and then freaking Longhorn David rode for 2 hours this morning. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to pretend that he's the crazy one here, not that I'm the crazy one for stalking him. So I need to go home and crank out some more mileage. And I'm going to do probably an ab workout because Georgia plays Texas this weekend, and that's a big game. So I got to do a good weight workout on Saturday to get ready for that game. So I don't know why I'm waving a pen at y'all. I don't know how this ended up in my hand, but so I can't do weights because I gotta be ready to do a good weight workout on Saturday. So I'm gonna do abs today. So that's what we'll do. So, and Cassie, I know I hear you yelling hook 'em horns. You settle down, girl. You settle down. We have a friend of the channel, at least one friend of the channel, y'all, that is a big Longhorns fan. So Cassie, we will be friends. We can be friends up until Saturday evening, and then we can be friends again Sunday morning. But anyway, so I'm gonna go do all this. I'll do my ride, I'll do my weights, and then I will see y'all back at the house and we will talk about some holiday party survival tips. All right, so I'll see y'all back there.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah.
Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.
All right, y'all, I did the working out, I did the riding, we got the felons. My voice is a little something, so I have my workout drink. So I'm gonna be working on that, but let's talk about, I have a plan for what I want us to make, and y'all know, standard disclaimer applies. I've never made it before. I don't really even know what I'm making. I mean, I know what I'm making, but I don't really, well, anyway, we'll get over there in a minute, but standard disclaimer, it could be fabulous, could be disgusting. We'll see when we get there. But before we do that, let's talk about either maybe a top 10 or a top 10 with like a couple bonus list of party tips for as we are heading into the holidays. Things that we can do to remain on some kind of like healthy eating, being healthy path as we go to our holiday parties. And tip number 1 is pre-game. Y'all know this. Do not go to a party starving. So whatever this looks like, if you're going from the house to a party or if you're going from work to a party, somehow arrange to eat a healthy snack before you head to the party so that you don't arrive there hungry, like starving like Marvin when you get there, so you don't eat everything in sight. So eat a lean protein snack, include some fiber in your snack so that you can get your blood sugars under control. You can be satiated by that protein and fiber and not go in the party and just eat everything that you see. So maybe some Greek yogurt, a lean protein, something like that, that'll hold you at least for a while once you arrive there, so you can get the lay of the land and make you a plan. All right, so we pre-gamed, we rolled into the party, we said our hellos. Now, stroll by, and obviously this is for like a buffet or like, if you're like walking around eating things. Now, if it's a seated dinner, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? Like if you go to a wedding and unless you're allergic to this stuff, like if it's a health issue, I've said this a bazillion times, do what you got to do. Like you need to do what you have to do to keep yourself safe. So if they serve something you're allergic to, don't eat it. Especially like if there's not an option that you can eat, then just like politely, why am I telling y'all? Y'all are grown folks, but obviously just like politely decline. But if it's just a matter of like, I'm gonna have to ride an extra 5 miles tomorrow to ride off that cake. I mean, don't offend your host, eat the cake, ride the miles, you'll be fine. But if it's like a buffet type situation, let's get back to it. So you show up, you say hey to your posse, stroll about and see what all is there. So survey the different food options, see what's available, and decide what's worth the calories. So, and y'all, there are going to be some tasty things there that are a whole bunch of calories. Just decide if they're worth the calories. So look around, decide. He's already aggravated with me. Decide what's worth the calories before you fill up your plate with a bunch of stuff. So walk around, survey the land, and then next tip, use a smaller plate. So if they have like the big old jumbo, you know, like those big old like oval plates that you can get, like the dinner size plates, don't get that plate. Get a smaller plate because that will naturally help you with your portion control. Because y'all, if you get that big old plate, you're going to fill it up. Even if you just get like a bite of this and a taste of that, you're going to BLT, bite, lick, and taste yourself to death all night long with that big old plate. So get you a little plate. All right. Once you've got your plate, you've surveyed the land. Now, fill up straight from the jump, fill up half your plate with things like raw veggies, leafy salads, healthy salads. Y'all don't get those like coleslaw and like macaroni salad. Just because somebody slaps salad on the end of something doesn't make it healthy. So get you some healthy leafy salads or like roasted vegetables or something to sort of anchor your meal and hopefully reduce like your cravings and your temptation to fill up your plate with all that other stuff. All right, now let's go for some protein. Look for lean proteins. Look for turkey, some kind of grilled chicken. Try to avoid like the meatballs and all of that sauce and stuff. Chicken dripping in sauce, fried chicken. Try to avoid that. Look for grilled stuff, grilled chicken. Like I said, turkey. You know they're always going to have cocktail shrimp. Look for cocktail shrimp now. Cocktail sauce probably is going to have a lot of sugar, right, because of the ketchup. I'm not saying don't eat it. I'm just saying be aware of what you're throwing down your gullet because that shrimp is going to be low in points, low in calories, low in whatever it is that you're counting. So is it worth it to offset like the low calories with the little more calories of the cocktail sauce? Maybe it's worth it to you. Just be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of what you're eating. So we've got half a plate of like the good veggie stuff. We've gone for our lean proteins, and now's where having surveyed the land comes in. Go back for those 1 or 2 or 3 high calorie indulgences that you saw when you got there. You decided looked good. You decided were worth the calories. Now's when you go back and get those. So grab those, add those to your already sort of mindfully created plate and eat those mindfully. Like eat them slowly. Be aware of what you're eating and enjoy them. So this is one of our standards. Y'all stay hydrated. You know this. As always, stay hydrated. It's going to reduce the calories that you're eating. It's going to hopefully keep you from overeating. And if you can, and again, if you're at a more formal seated event, this might not be as easy as if you're just wandering about eating with your friends, but try to have water in between your cocktails or in between sugary drinks because one, it'll offset that cocktaily sugariness and it'll help you cut your calories and stay hydrated. And be aware of the be aware of the cocktails that you drink, but be aware of the calories that you're drinking. Try to obviously go for like water, sparkling water, those kind of things, if that sort of suits your fancy. But if you're going to drink cocktails, I might have overdone it a little with those. The ab workout that I did was Tunde, and she kills me. Like she's a lot. Like she's good, but she's a lot. So anyway, I'm a little, my right hamstring is a little like, hey, what'd you do? No, I know. I need to stretch is what I need to do. Anyway, so what was I saying? Calories and drinks. Oh, yeah. So water, sparkling water, light beverages. So go for like light cocktails or like a wine spritzer again, if possible. Now, if eggnog is what folks are drinking and you're going to drink eggnog, drink the eggnog interspersed with water and then just deal with it. So we have our plate. We know what we're eating. We know what we're drinking. Get away from the food table. Let me say that again. Get away from the food table. Don't stand around the food table because you're gonna graze. That's the point of like mindfully, let me actually, hang on. Back that train up and let me rephrase that. Let me ask you a question. What is the point of mindfully creating your plate if you're just gonna stand around that food table and graze? Ain't no point to it at all. So mindfully create your plate and get away from the food. Now again, obviously, I don't know your life. I don't know what kind of party you're going to. So if it's not an option, just do the best you can. If you have to, walk around with things in your hands so that you're not picking at the food. But just be mindful of not grazing. Grazing is the worst. And that's that bite, lick, BLT, bite, lick, taste, right? You get like a little bite of this, a little taste of this, and you're not counting it. You're not being mindful of what you're eating. And next thing you know, you've eaten 12 deviled eggs. Ask me how I know. So don't graze. We're getting away from the food table. We have our plate of food. Go sit down. Eat slowly. For one thing, try to enjoy the party. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy the folks that you're there with. Chat. Don't like wolf down your food. Take your time and enjoy it. And that'll, like we talk about this all the time, if you eat mindfully, it allows your stomach and your body to sort of feel full, right? To realize what you're eating and to stop you when you're done so that you're not just like throwing food down. So slow down, eat mindfully. I should have said this way back in the beginning when we talked about pre-gaming, but don't, for the love of all that's holy, I guess this should be a given. Don't skip meals during the day. Eat well during the day. So like all these things are so that you're not famished when you go to the party. So like eat well during the day. Don't skip meals during the day trying to like save calories. If that's your mindset, just eat like high bulk, low calorie foods during the day so that if you feel a need to be at a caloric deficit, you can, but you're not famished. And even that, I would say don't do that, because even if you eat like high bulk, low calorie food, you're still not going to feel, I think, you're probably still not going to feel full enough to like deal with the temptation of all the yummy, delicious, ridiculously high calorie party foods around you. So don't skip. Like if you feel like you need to do that, do it after the party. Like eat regularly the day of the party. Do all the things we talked about at the party, like socialize away from the food, do the veggies on your plate, do lean protein, do a couple of indulgences, eat slowly, socialize while you're eating so you can slow yourself down, do all of those things. Enjoy the party, enjoy your friends. And then if you have to, the next few days, focus on sort of making up for those calories that you ate that night. But I think you should not do it beforehand, because that's just going to make you more likely to overindulge at the party. So don't skip meals the day of the party. If it's like a potluck, the kind of party where you can bring something, or you're expected to bring something, you're asked to bring something, whatever, bring something healthy so that you know that at least you have that one healthy option that you can go to. And if it's an option, bring like a healthy main dish so that one of your like lean proteins or whatever is something healthy that you can fill up on at the party. Or you know what? No, I take that back. Bring a healthy, whatever it is you're most likely to struggle with. So if it's appetizers, obviously pick the healthiest appetizers they have there, like the veggies, the lean proteins, whatever. But if you know that appetizers are your weakness, find, make, and bring a healthy, low point, low calorie, low whatever appetizer that you know that you like, so that during this sort of high stress, high temptation time in the party, you know that there's at least that one thing there that you can pick that's going to help offset all the other like delicious, yummy, bad choices you're going to make. So bring a healthy, whatever option it is that you're bringing to the party. So you've eaten, you're full, folks are sitting around talking. I keep making the same caveat, y'all. I don't expect you to get up at like a formal dinner and start bussing the table, because don't do that. That ain't cool. But if it's the kind, like if you're at somebody's house and there's cups and, plates and stuff all over the place, get up, help clean up. I mean, obviously not during the party, but like as things are winding down, that's a way you can get up and get movement, right? You can move around and help clean up. Or, I mean, probably not here because it gets dark at 4:30 in the afternoon and it's cold at night. But if you're in the kind of place where you can go for a walk after dinner, or do some kind of like active activity at the party, like a game or something where you can get up and move around. So just get some motion in, get things moving. And finally, and probably most importantly, y'all, give yourself some grace. And I think I've said this a couple of times. It's a party. Enjoy the party. Enjoy your friends. Don't be like, oh, I can't eat that. That's this many. Or I can't eat that. That's that many. You can like choose to not eat those things because they're that many calories or, so many points or whatever. But give yourself some grace. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy time with your friends. And same caveat as always, unless it's a health issue, you can make up for those eating choices the next day, a few days later, or after the holidays. So give yourself some grace, enjoy the holidays, and then we can deal with the aftermath later. All right, that's it. Look at these. Hang on. You can only see one felon. Look, there's a sleeping felon, and there's a sleeping felon. They're so sleeping. Y'all, I could go to sleep right now, but I should never do that. Why do I do that? Why do I think that today is going to be the day that I can actually move my camera and not look like a fool? I don't know. But anyway, all right. So let's get in the kitchen and we all make something. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Let's get over there and I'll tell you what we're doing. Friends, I made something. So I mentioned maybe last week or week before that I had ordered, I think it was last week, that I had ordered some, okay, so I don't know if you're supposed to call this, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but I'm going to say pharaoh, like the ancient Egyptian dynastic rulers. I'm going to call it pharaoh. So I ordered some pharaoh, which is a Mediterranean, I think it's one of the ancient grains. It is a Mediterranean grain for sure. And there are multiple different ways to cook it. Well, one of the ways you can do it is if you don't want to boil it for a very long time, you can soak it in the fridge overnight. So that's what I did. I took a cup of it, put it in a bowl, soaked it in the fridge overnight, drained it, and then put it in a pot with 3 cups of water, brought it to a boil, simmered it for 10 minutes, drained it, and then y'all check this out. I made us a little Mediterranean pharaoh salad. Super, super simple. So I made a little dressing and I just threw this together. I threw in some, I know, raise your hand if you're surprised. Took a little bowl, mixed in some olive oil, some rice vinegar, a little squeeze of stone ground mustard, some basil, some oregano, salt and pepper, a little touch of honey, whisked it up. Did I say salt and pepper? No pepper, just salt. Whisked it up, and I poured a little bit of that on the pharaoh, like right when I dumped it in the bowl. Mixed it up, mixed in the cucumbers, and then tossed in the tomatoes. And here's what we got. I let it sit for a little while just to see if it would like soak up any of the dressing. And I put in, a pretty aggressive amount of dressing. And I don't see it settling. So let me show you, hang on. So you see, like you can see how big trying to get some just grains. You can see how big the grains are. Well, pre-cooked, they're like little. So they absorb they absorb liquid pretty well. And one of the things, I've read many things about pharaoh. I did not read how to pronounce it, but I've read many things. One of the things I read was that you can cook it in just water. You can do like a stock, something with like a little more flavor. I just did water and some salt just because I want to see what it tastes like without getting like overly, I don't know, whatever about it. So, and I don't know. I was going to say, and maybe the intern, hang on, let me grab those felons. Hang on. I don't know how much of that last thought I got out, but I was going to say, I thought maybe the intern would try it. The intern is not going to try this, but I also thought of somebody asked me, oh, y'all got to take this jacket off. Have a little warm moment. somebody asked me in the comments who the intern is. And I know I've told this story before, so I will give you the Reader's Digest abridged version. The intern is my boyfriend, and he is my tech support, my IT guy. And a while ago, like back in the beginning of this whole adventure, he was helping me do some stuff. And I was like, I need this to do this and that to do that and this to, go this way and that to do this after that happens. And he's like, hey, the way you're barking out orders, you may as well be calling me the intern. And so the intern was born. So anyway, I was gonna say maybe the intern will try this, but this is a little too out on the edge for the intern, but we're gonna try it. So let me grab a bowl. I'm very excited. I wish he would eat it because there's kind of a lot of it here. Oh, you know what? All right, I'm only going to try that much because I have one more idea that I want to try. Let me grab a spoon. All right, so I'm going to get a big old bite. Let's see how it is. I'm going to try, I might salt, well, I salted it pretty good. Hang on. That's very good. The dressing is good. That rice vinegar gives it a nice little bite. The farro is chewy. It's a very interesting texture. It's almost rice-like, but it's chewy. And the grains are all like individual. It's very good. It's like almost a little bit nutty, but I think the vinegar is cutting that nuttiness. And I was thinking I might throw a little bit of cheese on it. I got Parmesan cheese. I should have gotten like feta or something to go with the Mediterranean-ness of it, but I just put a little bit of Parmesan on it. So let's try that. No. No, most definitely not. 0. It's like a 0 out of 7. But, so yeah, I should probably get the actual right kind of cheese to go with it. Not just some random cheese I have in the fridge, but hang on, I'm gonna try I'm gonna like get some of just the grains. It's very good, very, very good. Like I said, it's chewy. I might have overcooked it a little bit, but it's chewy, almost a nutty flavor. And I believe, oh yeah, a healthy grain with a chewy texture and rich nutty flavor. Hello, yes, that's exactly what it is. Excellent in soups, casseroles, salads, and pilafs. It's a good source of fiber. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. I'm gonna call this a win. I think I have turkey in the fridge. I'm gonna make some turkey meatballs, eat me some farro salad and turkey meatballs and call it a day. So y'all, let us know in the comments, what are your tips for surviving holiday parties without completely blowing your diet? I know y'all got tips. Let us know. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over here at the beginning of every week, with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. And now I do a daily devotional every morning over on Fit Danielle Prays. So if I don't see you on one of those, I'll catch you on the next one.